Good morning, students. Today, once again, we are going to start our English textbook. We were on 2.3. Today, we are going to see 2.4. 2.4 is a poem, The Pulli. Okay, so let us start. I hope before going ahead, I want to ask you one thing. In between, for 4 5 days, or more than that, I did not send any videos. The reason was you should get a time to complete your homeworks or whatever activities we discussed before, and I hope by this time you have completed all your activities. Okay, so let us continue once again. The Pulli. Now, first of all, before going to the poem and remaining things, now I would like to ask you what is meant by Pulli. Pulli, do you know what is meant by Pulli? You know, Pulli is a kind of what we can say, kind of machine, simple machine, which we generally use to pull the things, right? Okay, so this is the meaning, the title of the poem, The Pulli. Now, written by George Herbert. Now, who is George Herbert? So, George Herbert was a Welsh poet, and he was a priest by profession. He wrote religious poems with a lot of imaginary and conceits. Now, who was George Herbert? So, he was a Welsh poet, and basically, he was a priest. Priest, you know. So, he was a priest, and as definitely as a priest, he used to write religious poems. Most of his poems, we cannot say all the poems, but most of his poems which he wrote are based on different ideas of religions. Now, this poem is also a religious poem, and whenever his style was somewhat different than other poets. What was his style? So his poems used to be a kind of imaginary and a conceits. He used conceits and imaginary. Now, what is imaginary? Imaginary basically, and imaginary poems, imagination, and the another meaning we can say, another means in terms of figure of speeches. When we talk, imaginary are the things which creates an image, visual impacts in front of us. So he used to write in such a beautiful manner that while reading the poem, we used to get images of that things which he used to write. At the same time, he used conceits. Conceits. Now, what is conceits? Conceit is dambha. Dambha. Okay, occurred. Have some kind of feeling in that. So he used imaginary and conceits in his poem. Basically, he was a metaphysical poet. Now, what is metaphysical poet? So last year already we studied metaphysical. What is metaphysical in Sayyid Raza Haidar's lesson, right? He was a metaphysical painter. In such way, he is a metaphysical poet. Means basically metaphysical, who writes or talks about religion and spirituality. Okay, so most of his poems used to be on religions. Okay, let us see in this poem what is given. Before that, the poem exhibits a strange but two-way relationship between God and the worshippers. Now, he in this poem, the Pulli, which is a very good poem actually. Once we will go through the poem, we will see it is really very good poem. It is in this poem he has shown a two-way relation between a man and a god. Understood? Though he has bestowed his worshippers with all his blessings. Now, basically God, what God has done. Okay, now first of all, in the beginning only, let me tell you this poem. Not only this poem, most of his poems are imaginaries, have imagination. So we must take this metaphysical poems. These are so जरूरी नहीं कि फैक्ट ही होना चाहिए, बट हमको ऐसा फैक्ट जैसे समझ के चलना है. ओके, so he says that actually we human beings are made by the God. Okay, and he says while making human being, God kept some of the, or God kept human being as hanging with the help of the pulley. बोलता है कि गॉड ने क्या किया है, पुल्ली की मदद से इंसान को लटका के रखा है ना. पुल्ली का तो काम ही है किसी चीज़ को लटकाने के लिए, रखना, पकड़ने के लिए. तो ऐसे हमको लटका के रखा है. ओके, विच वे वी विल सी दैट. सो he bestowed his worshippers with all his blessings. Somehow he holds them up with the pulley drawn to be grateful to him in all and year. So the poets wants to give message in this poem, that George Herbert wants to give message in this poem that God has given all his blessings to the human being, and that is why we believe that human being is the most intelligent animal on this earth, because when God made this world, made all the creatures, while making all the creatures, he bestowed the most valuable things, or he gave the most valuable things to the human beings. हमको सबसे ज़्यादा, सबसे मूल्यवान वस्तु किसी के अंदर डाला है तो वो ह्यूमन बीइंग है. ओके, so you and me are very precious, remember, as compared to other animals, because God pour more valuable things in a human being as compared to other animals. But while pouring this, God has done something, and because of that something he holds us, उसने हमको पकड़ के रखा है. Okay, and what is that we are going to see in this poem. I hope today we are not going to complete this whole poem, because poem has a lot of meanings. At the same time, this poem is having lots of figure of speeches, so I am going to discuss all these figure of speeches in detail, and that is why we will study this poem in two parts. Okay, so today let us try to complete at least first part. Let us see the poem. We are on page number 71. Okay, so let us start the poem. Okay, when God at first made man, having a glass of blessings standing by, let us, he said he, pour on him all we can, let the world's riches which dispersed lie contract into a span. Understood? See how beautifully George Herbert used to write. Beautiful lines. So strength first made a way, then beauty flowed, then wisdom, honor, pleasure. When almost all was out, God made a stay, perceiving that alone of all his treasures rest in the bottom lay. For if I should, said he, bestow this jewel also on my creatures, he would adore my gifts instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature. So both should losers be. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with a ripening restlessness. Let him be rich and weary, that at last, if goodness lead him not, yet weariness may toss him to my breast. See how beautiful lines. Means those who have understood the meaning of these lines, such a beautiful lines. So let us try to complete at least the first stanza of this poem. He says, when God at first made man. Now just imagine, this is imaginary, you have to use here, you have to imagine, you visualize now. So what he says when God at first made man, just imagine that God, he made the man with the whatever things, and a man was ready as an idol. Okay, at that time what he did, and now he wanted to throw something in the man so that man would be alive. ऐसा कुछ जान फूकने के पहले, मतलब इंसान को उसने बना लिया, मूर्ति बना लिया इंसान की, अब उसमें जान फूकना था. तो जान फूकने के समय what God did, when God at first made man, having a glass of blessings standing by, and when the man was ready, and God was going to give him something. So at that time God was standing by the side of a man having a glass of blessings. समझ में, बाजू में एक ब्लेसिंग्स का भरा हुआ ग्लास लेके गॉड खड़ा है. ओके, लेट अस सेड ही pour on him all we can. And you know, as it is believed, man is the most valuable creature of the God, creations of the God. सबसे अच्छी चीज़ इस धरती पे अगर भगवान ने कोई बनाई तो वो इंसान है. और डेफिनेटली because that was the most beautiful thing God made, so he wanted to give all the things to that man. समझ में आ रहा है? So let us, he said, pour all on him we can. So God thought कि see, this is the most beautiful creation made by me, and what I should do, I should pour means I should give all the things, okay, to the human being which I have. Let the world's riches which dispersed lie. And he thought कि whatever the richest thing in this world is the whatever the richest things are there in this world, let me give all these things to him which dispersed lie. Now dispersed lie means all the good things which were dispersed here and there. Okay, so contract into a span. So let me collect all that good things in one glass, means he already collected that, and let me bestowed or let me pour, उसके ऊपर सारी की सारी वो अच्छाइयाँ इंसान को देनी है. With this feeling God made a man. Okay, so let us stop here because our video is going big now. Remaining stanzas tomorrow we will continue. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.